and welcome to Ohio Gozaimasu, THK Manufacturing series on Japanese language and culture. In episode 4 of season 2, we will be learning our first adjectives in Japanese to make comparisons. Before we learn this new material, however, we need to go back and review what we learned in episode 3. Let's take a look. Kore, sore, are. This by the speaker, that by the listener, that over there, far from the speaker and listener. We also know that wa is our topic particle and des is our be verb meaning is. To form a question, we add ka at the end of a sentence. Last time, we learned the question word for what, nani, and that question words like these take the place of the information they are seeking. Onamae, your name, and polite prefix o. Japanese adds the prefix o to some words to make them more polite or to show respect. Adding o to namae means your name, as namae simply means name. How much did you remember? We encourage you to go back and review if you struggled with today's review topics, as we will be building on this information that we learned last time. Timestamps for the topics covered in today's video can be found in the description box below. You already know the words for this and that in Japanese. These take the place of nouns in a sentence and are called demonstrative pronouns. They take the place of a noun and function like a noun in a sentence. For example, this is delicious. This is the noun. Today, we will be using a very similar group of words called demonstrative adjectives. Unlike demonstrative pronouns, these specify a noun and modify it like an adjective. They do not stand alone as nouns. For example, this apple is delicious. This, in this case, is not a noun. It is describing a specific apple in the sentence. In Japanese, we learned that kore means this. That is the demonstrative pronoun. But what about the demonstrative adjective? In this case, we need kono plus the noun that you want to specify. Sore, that, has a very similar counterpart, sono plus noun. Like kore and sore, kono and sono are used depending on relative distance between the speaker or listener from the noun being modified.
これ、それ、この、その。
Let's take a look at an example. Hito means person.
人。
We already learned the word for I, my, or me, watashi, in a previous video. Let's assume we are looking at a picture. To specify who in the photo is me, I can point and say, この人は私です。
この人は私です。
Using kono, I am specifying that this person that I am pointing to is me. Kono modifies hito to not just mean any person, but this person to which I am referring and am nearby. Now let's say you ask who someone else in the photo is that is nearest you. I can now say,
その人はダニエルさんです。
Sono is modifying hito to mean that person to which you are referring and to who you are near.
Before we practice this in more depth, let's learn some new vocabulary. Please repeat the following words after the native speaker.
こんにちは。私の名前は庄島秀幸です。LM ガイドの検索を担当しています。 おいしい、まずい、大きい、小さい、長い、短い、暑い、寒い、新しい、古い、面白い、つまらない。
Let's practice. You will see two images that contrast each other. Using the adjectives you just learned, choose the appropriate word to describe each photo. As you practice, more and more of the sentence will be covered up, so make sure you are paying attention to the entire sentence as a whole. The first one is done for you.
この魚はおいしいです。その魚はまずいです。この犬は大きいです。その犬は小さいです。この町は寒いです。その町は暑いです。この車は古いです。その車は新しいです。この鉛筆は長いです。その鉛筆は短いです。この映画はつまらないです。その映画は面白いです。
Join us next time for a review episode where we go over the grammar patterns that we've covered so far. Don't forget to leave any questions in the comment section and like and subscribe if you haven't already. またね